Okay, good evening. This is the Personnel Administrative Affairs Committee of August 6, 2018. Time, 7 p.m. And will the clerk please call the roll?
Chairman Karen.
Here.
Alderwoman Shoshana Kelly. Here. Alderman at Large Lori Wilshire is here. Alderman Lopez. Alderman Gidge.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Okay, thank you. Public comment? No one's here. Interviews?
We have none.
Communication?
We have communication from Patricia Pietzu, City Clerk, relative to the warrant to be committed to Chief of Police for unlicensed dogs. Referred to Committee 6/12/18. And I will make a motion to accept, place on file, and recommend that the Board of Aldermen commit the warrant to the Chief of Police for unlicensed dogs.
Okay, and we have Ms. Piazzu, the city clerk here. Would you like to join us and just give us a little update? Thank you.
Good evening, Madam Chair and honorable committee members. My name is Patricia Pietzu. I am the city clerk of the city of Nashua, and I'm here relative to the communication I placed on the agenda. This is basically a housekeeping issue that we have to have the board order the police chief and or his designee to order the warrant for those dogs that are currently not unlicensed in the city. Which that does is that it institutes a $25 fine for the civil forfeiture plus a $7 cost of service for the fee, so it's a $32 fine. So when I submitted the communication back in June 7, 2018, at that time we had 2,388 owners who hadn't licensed their dogs, when that accumulated to 2,999 dogs. As of this morning, we still had 1,228 owners, or 1,532 dogs that are still not currently licensed in the city of Nashua. So within that 2-month period, what we did, since it became before the board and came to committee and everything, is we made phone calls. Under law, we are not required to send out renewal notices, but we do send out our notices in March. We do send a postcard reminder out in May, because nobody wants to fine these owners or anything like that. And then we started doing the phone calls where we had the time to do that in between the warrant being committed and us charging it. So in that 2-month time, we were able to remove 1,160 owners or 1,467 dogs. Some of them were very appreciative of the phone call. We had about 1% of them that were a little angry and everything about it, but some of those individuals are the same individuals that have been in civil forfeiture for a few years. But most people, it just slipped their mind. They were very appreciative of not getting the fine and everything like that, so it worked out pretty well. But as you can see, we still have quite a few people that have not licensed their dogs.
Okay, thank you. Is there any questions from the committee? Well, I think that was great, considering we didn't have a meeting in June, so it gave you a little more time to make those phone calls. And I'm sure a lot of them are elderly people or people who have been away and don't get time to read all their mail when they get home. So, but we have to do what we have to do, so. Okay, so there's a motion on the floor by Alderman Wilshire to recommend the committee commit the warrant to the Chief of Police for unlicensed dogs. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, motion carried. Thank you, Ms. Piazza.
Thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening.
You too.
Thank you.
Application to license hawkers, peddlers, vendors license.
None.
Appointments by the mayor.
None.
Unfinished business.
We have none.
New business.
We have none.
New business ordinance.
We have ordinance 18-018, amending the Board of Building and Fire Code Appeals. I will make a motion to recommend final passage of ordinance 18-018.
Okay. All right, you heard the motion by Alderman Wilshire for final approval of 0-18-0118, amending Board of Building and Fire Codes, and no one's here. So, do we have any questions?
Yeah.
Alderwoman Kelly.
I actually was just wondering how this changes the ordinance because the language is a little bit wonky. So who would speak to this?
Someone from,
Was it?
would it be
Martian?
Fire Department, or?
Well, the mayor put
Or
it
the-
in, I think he would speak to it if he put it in. It looks to me like a housekeeping, or, you know, something, doesn't really seem to be that big a change. An application for the appeal shall be based on a claim that the true intent of the codes or rules legally adopted have been incorrectly interpreted. The provisions do not fully apply, or an equivalent or better form of construction can be used.
Also looks like they're updating this based on
State code.
state codes and International Code Council.
I was just wondering what manifest injustice is because we're dropping that part. What does that mean?
Good question.
I don't know. Well, we can hold it.
Could we?
You can make a motion to hold it, and we'll have somebody come, we'll tell them. We'll have Sue Lovering ask who's ever involved with these fire codes, come to our next meeting.
I'll withdraw my motion for final passage and move to hold.
Okay,
To final passage.
I'm withdrawing my motion for final passage, and my new motion would be to hold this in committee.
hold in committee until, to get some answers. Okay, motion by Alderman Wilshire is to hold in committee until we hear from either fire or someone from Code Department. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, so 0-18-018 is hold until September. Okay. All right, do we have any discussion tonight? None? No public comment? Remarks by the alderman? None. And we have no non-public, right?
Correct.
Okay, motion.
Make motion to adjourn.
Alderman Wilshire makes a motion to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, we are adjourned at 7:08. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.